the Wildflowers are back with our book review, this time in episode number
71.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Peg, I think it's your turn.
It is my
And
turn.
we have our beverage as well.
Well, I switched my beverage because I'm not really much of a beer drinker, and that was okay.
Yeah.
But like I can't drink a big mug
Is
of
it?
beer like that. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, if that was a small glass, I could sip on it.
Right.
And plus, with beer, one of my problems with beer
Belching.
is that it's got to be very, very cold for me to enjoy it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
as it sits in the bottle or in the glass, it's not cold enough for me.
Right.
So
Okay.
sorry, I switched to Bailey's on the rocks.
There you are.
I'm not crazy about Bailey's.
Well, happy
either, but-
St. Patrick's Day again anyway.
So what do we have
But
for
that's
our
good.
book today?
So anyway, the book that I just got finished reading and will review is
I like
called
the cover.
My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and it's by Ottessa Moshfegh, I think. I should have Googled her last name to learn how to pronounce it, so I apologize if I butchered it. But this is a really weird book.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, so now you
Good.
look at the cover,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it looks very Victorian,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But it is not.
Oh,
so,
Now, is that what you were expecting, Victor?
yeah, I did. From looking at the cover, I said,
Right.
"Oh, this is probably good." It was very good. I did enjoy the book, but it wasn't anything what I thought it was going to be.
When did it come out?
When did it come out?
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
I don't want to throw you off.
Yeah, but you are throwing me off, aren't you? You're doing it anyway.
It's a special gift I have.
Yeah, well, she's a lawyer. This says 2018,
All
first
right,
published 2018.
Yeah, because I've
She
seen
does
that.
have a newer book out.
Okay.
So I was looking at that, I forgot the name of it, but then the bookseller and my local bookstore is Theodore's Books in Oyster Bay, and Chloe said, she said the first one is really good. So I said, okay, it's not a sequel or anything. So anyway, takes place it starts in the year 2000, and, right, yeah, in the year 2000, and it is about this young woman in her, I guess she's like in the second half of her 20s, and she has like everything in her life that anybody could possibly want. She's wealthy. Both of her parents died, but she got a huge inheritance. She lives on the Upper East Side, and she bought her apartment outright. She
Oh, nice.
graduated from Columbia, and she was an art student. She's not an artist, but like an art person. I don't know, part of my ignorance. She
An
worked in a
aficionado.
gallery. Well, yeah, she worked in like a hip,
Okay.
art gallery in Manhattan. And she's beautiful. She's absolutely stunning. She's tall and slender, fashionable, has the best clothes, the best of everything.
Okay.
But she's so unhappy. And my year of rest and relaxation is one day. First of all, she's unnamed in the book. You never know
Oh,
what her name
interesting.
is.
Oh,
Okay.
So you know her friend's name and her boyfriend's name, but you never find out who she is.
Did that bother you?
No, it didn't bother
Okay,
me
I
until
think
I
it might
finished
bother
the
me.
book. And I said, I was thinking about it, and I said, how come I don't know her name? And then I said, they never mentioned her name.
That's
Okay.
really funny.
And then when I started reading about what other people were saying about the book, that came up, that
Oh,
she was
okay.
unnamed. And I said, it didn't, dawn on me. Excuse me, Irish soda bread. While I was
Blame me. Not
while
the
I was
beer.
reading it, but then afterwards, when I thought about it, I said, I don't know her name. So anyway, she is miserable in her job, and all she wants to do is sleep. So during her lunch break, she goes into the closet, and she sleeps in the closet during her lunch break at work. She hates her boss. Her boss is a bitch and is mean to her and doesn't like her. And she just has no interest in life. And she decides one day, she gets fired from her job, and she goes home, and she decides that she's going to sleep for 1 year, and things will be okay after that. So the way that she does it is, I was surprised that she lived, because she does it with drugs. she starts taking like Ambien, but she'll combine it with other opiates, and
Oh my goodness.
like she just becomes this pill popper so that she's sleeping all day, and then if she does wake up sometimes after a couple of days, because she keeps herself very well drugged, like she'll go to the local bodega and buy cigarettes and booze, and she will just get snacks. Like she doesn't really eat either. So like she just totally has no regard for her own self.
She checked out.
So then she looks for a psychiatrist that's going to, give her all these pills.
Oh.
So she had to find somebody unscrupulous, and
Right,
she
right.
did. Dr. Tuttle, this crazy woman that she goes to see every time she needs the medicine, and she just keeps on giving her more and more and never remembers. Like she'll say to her each time she goes, "And how about your parents?" She said, "I told you, both of my parents are dead." And this is after months and months. Like she doesn't even listen to what's wrong with her.
Said, yeah.
So her mother had committed suicide. That was a whole big part of it after her father died. And, her parents were kind of like disattached. Like she didn't have strong relationships. But of course she felt terrible when her dad died. He died of cancer. He was a professor, I believe.
Okay.
And so she has a best friend, Reva, R-E-V-A, who doesn't really know what's going on, but she comes every once in a while, and like she'll be sleeping, or if she's awake, she said, "Oh, Reva, I just took all these pills, I just want to sleep." And Reva also has a very screwed up life when her mother is dying of cancer. And she also had this very screwed up life, and she's unhappy with it, but she doesn't drug herself through it. She is an alcoholic, though. She drinks a lot.
So she drugs herself.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
But at least she keeps on working and living. She has her own apartment, and
And are you get her point of view too, or
about
Reva? Like, are you in her head ever, or?
oh yeah, you're in her head too, but it's mostly the nameless
unnamed,
woman's
yeah.
her head. But yes, you go through things with Reva because Reva is going through things with her friends. And she's not very nice to Reva or welcoming, and Reva's going through a lot of stuff too.
So she's not present there
Exactly.
in life or in her
right, because she
relationship.
doesn't care. And I can't say too much more about it because I'll give away things that do happen. But she finally, when there's like 4 months left of her year, like, because it's not working, like nothing's working, she takes a step that she is sure will like cure her.
Okay.
And I don't want to say what it is. It was a very, very unusual story. It's very well written. Not very likable characters. I mean, with her, in the beginning you feel sorry for her, but then after a while I started thinking, you are doing nothing. You are doing nothing to make your life better.
Right.
And you have the advantages
That a lot
over
of people
everybody else that people would die for. Like her friend Reva was not a wealthy kid. She came from Long Island, a low, middle class. She didn't get to go to Columbia, and she doesn't have like the great job, and so.
Was there any connection in the book to the cover? Like why?
No.
Okay, I was curious. Like why this?
I don't
Victorian
know.
looking
I don't
cover?
know. It is Victorian looking.
Or
I guess.
Edwardian maybe. Too.
I guess because this is what she wanted. Like a lot of times, like she wouldn't even take a shower for days and days and days, and change her clothes, and like she was deeply, deeply depressed.
Okay.
And she picked that doctor to keep her that way. Because that's what she wanted to do. She thought, this is how I can heal myself. I'm going to separate from this world for a year and do nothing but sleep. So,
That's not the answer.
yeah.
How many wildflowers would you get it?
I couldn't stop reading it. I'll tell you, she's a very good writer.
Okay.
I couldn't stop
Well,
reading
the topic is challenging because, like, when you're writing about somebody just sleeping,
You're right.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
her stream of consciousness
Oh,
and
okay.
what's going on
Ah.
with her. Because she has this horrible boyfriend too, who, like, he abuses her emotionally. And like they had a breakup, like he broke up with her, and then she lost her job, and this is what just sent her over the edge. And you do feel bad for her. But then, like being the person that I am, I'm like,
Buck up, little pony.
pull yourself up by your bootstraps, babe. Like my mom used to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get on with it. That's what
Yeah.
she used to say. And so it was a little frustrating to deal with her. And
Right.
even Reba had, her faults, but at least she didn't go as dark as the nameless woman.
So how many
So-
wildflowers?
So I would say I would give this 4.5 wildflowers.
Wow.
That's a good review.
Yeah, I think it was a very interesting topic.
Sounds like it could be a book club read.
Yeah, it would be a very good book
Yeah,
club
it
read.
would be.
I could recommend it for that.
Yeah.
And I think I would like to see a movie of this.
Oh, that crossed my
Yeah.
mind.
I know, I think it would make a
Interesting.
good movie.
So again, the
So-
title is?
My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh. And I know that she has a new book out too, a
Okay.
relatively new book.
I've definitely seen that book around.
Yes,
So
yeah,
it's been
yeah,
out for a
yes,
bit,
yes,
sure.
it's been out.
Yeah.
I've seen it too. And when I saw it, I said, "Oh, I'm familiar with that title," but I never picked it up.
And I'm so glad you said it because I thought it was something dealing with Edwardians. And I was
Yes.
like, oh, I'm not in the mood for this, right? But you have to
Yeah,
turn
uh-huh.
it over. Don't judge a book by its
Yeah,
cover, right?
yeah,
There you are.
yeah,
Well, that's true.
yeah.
know?
So,
Well, thank you.
so that's the book
So
review
stay
for today.
tuned for our next segment, which will be Judy's topic.
Yes, I'm going to do, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, a little Irish legends and myths.
Oh,
cool.
fun.
Very
Okay.
good.
Something not as dark as we had in the past.
Yeah, that'll be my one after that.
Yeah, well, they're thinking it's
Bye.
Bye.